Hi everyone, this is a little follow-up tutorial about sweeps. There were some questions about custom sweeps at the end of class, and I just want to show you the way that you can develop your own sweep profiles and actually navigate sweeps via elevation. So the first thing to sort of know is that by elevation you can easily start to insert your sweeps, whether it's a crown molding or a base reveal. So for example, the way I was able to work in, just delete this baby. So the way that I do that is by going to view, because maybe you haven't generated any elevations yet, but if you go into view and you click on elevation, that will allow you to look at a specific wall and elevation. Once you have clicked that and you know that this is like not named anything at the moment, but that you would probably name this something nicer. I just know that's elevation 2A. I'm going to click over to that drawing, and here we are. I don't really understand what happened here, but whatever. The wall is like that. What I want to do is insert a profile in elevation, a sweep in elevation, and that's actually easier to do sometimes this way. So the first thing I'm going to do is go back to architecture and click down in my walls tab, and now you see that wall sweep, wall reveal is here as an option. You go to wall sweeps, edit type. This is a very similar process. What we want to do is pick from the profile what works best for us. So I'm going to go with this crown. I have no idea what it looks like, but I know it's crown molding, and I'll hit OK. And you see it's allowing us to sort of click around. So crown moldings are typically at the top. Theoretically, there might be another kind of molding here, which is for hanging pictures from. And then sometimes there's a base molding, and sometimes there's all these other kind of levels of molding. So we'll just put this one at the top. And then you go back, click modify to get out of the command, and voila, crown molding. At the end of class, however, someone wanted to know how to place a custom molding, so something that you would design yourself. So this is how I would do it. There might be other ways to do it, but when you go into open, you can go to the libraries. So let's say I'm at the Revit 2020 library. Click into the libraries, US Imperial. So you automatically, when you are trying to find this profile and load it, you are using the profile library. Under Finish Carpentry, and now you see these sort of different bases, brick mold, casing profiles, cove, crown, etc. My strategy typically is to just modify one of these, open this, modify it, change its name, and then load it in. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Crown 2. It opens up in mostly sketch mode. I'm in Create, and I have some basic drawing tools here. So let's say the thing I want to change is this. I want to make it perhaps an arc. Wait, sorry. Let's just do it line for simplicity reasons. Arcs are always such a pain. So let's say, for whatever reason, I want to make the only customization I want for this profile is, you know, that simple change. Maybe I also want to make it like really big because I assume this one is probably small. So let's grab this, use the scale tool to go from, yeah, so this is 3 inches-ish. Let's make it 7 inches, something really large so it's noticeably, 8 inches so that it's noticeably big, so that you sort of see it in this demonstration. Once you have that, I'm going to go File, Save As, Family, wait. And I'm going to call this Crown LCF 2 because I already did another one. Save. Now it conveniently allows me to load this into the project and close, which, you know, is great because then I don't have to go back and like load it. So I'm going to do that. And so we were modifying this wall, so let's just go back in elevation to elevation 2. So we have that one at the top. Now let's just do it again. We're gonna go back to wall, wall sweep, edit type, change this profile to the one we just created, which, like I said, automatically loaded. Hit apply. It actually just changed it. And then hit OK. So there you go. Now we have 2 separate moldings in here. You can see this one's really big, which is probably not what you want, but this is for demonstration purposes. So the next sort of trick that I'm going to show you is how to sort of easily sweep this across multiple walls in a room. And I think it's easiest to do this in 3D mode. So here we are, just a demo. This is the big one that I designed. It's beautiful. And this is the one that was automatically changed. So to do multiple, we'll deal with that later. But let's say we want to extend this sweep. If you select the sweep, you will see in your File Modify tab pops up Add Remove Walls. If you click that, you can then click around. Click, Add Remove Walls, boom. So now I don't have to go through any other steps. I have swept everything around, everything that I want. Oops, Add Remove Walls. There we go. This is definitely not like normal. Oh, I just put it right in front of it, good. So this is not like typical, but this is an example of how you might be able to use sweeps in elevation and then generate your own.